I mean, we could just literally create this into a Gantt chart and be done. You imagine how fast you can create a proposal using MineGenius? Mind Planners. I have the perfect tool for you. If you haven't seen the last video I made regarding how to use MineGenius to create mind plans, give that a watch first, but you don't really have to. So let's dive in. Let's go right into MineGenius. So in the last video, feel free to skip this, okay? Last video we went into mind reference here, and we started asking a question. As you can see, we're using pretty chip chop English. You don't really, with MineGenius, because it is a genius, you can just kind of word vomit whatever your thoughts are and it'll do it. So a little strategy we use with MineGenius is we want to leverage the power that it has. In order to do that, we want to give it the command to ask us questions, so it just makes our life easier, right? Because if we just give it all the details, we might be missing one. MineGenius is not going to miss a detail. So it's better to just give it to ask us questions in order to create the best plans we possibly can, right? So as we can see, the last video, we're continuing on here. We asked it to develop a 3 meter by 3 meter decline, 600 meters, 15 degree slope. You know, we're currently in the waste rock, but we're going to get to the gold. And then we got it to give us 3 different solutions with cost estimates. And it was pretty good, okay? It was pretty good. You know, before that, we said ask us a series of questions so we may determine the most optimum choice in equipment for our mining contracting project. And we didn't answer all these questions, but we answered, you know, enough, as you can see here. So this was the answering of this. And so then we got it to give us 3 different solutions with 3 different prices. And these actually are pretty accurate pricing models here. Okay. So we said, you know, it's a 3 meter by 3 meter decline. We have a small mine, so we want to keep it on the low cost side. So we got it to do solution 1. Okay. Now, solution 1's here. Now probably the mine's already going to have an LHD. It's probably already going to have the haul trucks. So really in total, you know, our contracting company might already have the jack legs, might already have the stopers as well. But in case it didn't, you know, here's the prices, right? So then we said, let's go with solution 1. And notice how we're having a question, answer with MineGenius. We are really utilizing and harnessing the power behind this incredibly powerful software here, okay? So he said, give us some more questions. We want to complete it in about a year. Assume all equipment is already at the mine. So then it's asking us all of these questions, right? Saying, what are the project phases and milestones, daily and weekly work plans, manpower, crew management, what are the crew composition, drilling and blasting, mucking and haulage, ground support, roof bolting, logistics and supply chain, cost management. I mean, it's incredibly in detail. So what you might want to do is open up another document, say a Notion or Word, and kind of start tracking this, okay? So for this, we're not going to do that, but just to give you an idea. So it says project scheduling and timeline. What are the major phases of the project? What are the key milestones and deadlines for each phase? So for this, I'm going to ask it something different. I want it to do all of the thinking for us and just kind of us being the guy that says, okay, that makes sense, or no, that doesn't make sense. So we'll say for here, we'll just copy and paste this. For here, wrap that in quotes for best practice. For this, we want to say using all that you know, create the project phases and milestones for us to the best of your ability. Okay? So let's see what it does. It's MineGenius after all. We shouldn't have to think. We should just say okay or no. Because yeah, we're the experts, but this is like our intelligent, super intelligent sidekick. It doesn't know what to do until we tell it what to do. So the skill lies in, how do we tell it what to do? We're the miners. Obviously we know what to do, right? So look at this, guys. This is perfect. Duration 1, month 1. We have site preparation, mobilization, crew training. I mean, we could just literally create this into a Gantt chart and be done. You imagine how fast you can create a proposal using MineGenius? If you're a contracting company, you realize how quickly you can make this? Very quick. That's the answer. Look, phase 5. I mean, this is like cake. And then we might want to say, okay, this doesn't make sense, but looking at it, guys, I mean, this is pretty reasonable. We might want to say make the estimate more conservative with some buffer area. So because mining, it's always, you might write the plan, but it's always going to be extended a little longer. So let's say make the plan with more buffer zone, and make the plan so it is ready to present to the client. We are the contractor. Create the plan so it is a proposal. Okay, so just do this, okay? And this is just off the top of my head. If I was a project manager for a mining contracting company, this is the kind of stuff I would want. You know how long it takes to write a proposal? Forever. Not with this. This, like, no time. Okay? You might even make 3 or 4 proposals, put it in the MineGenius, and say which one's the best one. Right? I mean, it's incredible. So as you can see, our pickaxes are working. This is a good question. It's thinking extra hard for us now. Look at this. So what we might do, we might copy this, right? And then, put it in here. And then we might say, go through and expand. Let's say, for this objective, we might say expand on this. But this will be in another video, okay? So as you can see, MineGenius is incredibly powerful here. And we can really use it to select equipment, select the best plan for the job. We can get it to create proposals for us, as you just saw. The sky's the limit with MineGenius. The thing is your creativity. What are you going to ask MineGenius to get the best out of it? So I'll keep making these videos for you guys to kind of be inspired and see what you can do with MineGenius. Now, if you want to get super in-depth, imagine that we had MineGenius and we took all of your data from your mine, all of your production data. We just give it to MineGenius so that MineGenius can make decisions for us on the fly. We can get MineGenius to create an entire dashboard according to your production data, your safety data, all of these KPIs that we want to track. We can get MineGenius to create a custom module for your use case, for your contracting company, for your mine. If that interests you, send me a DM. Anyways, guys, God bless. Have a good one.